And in the on-deck circle, AMarie Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
And it's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are here talking about what are we talking about, Van? The Marvel Universe fifth series? Is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about sports, brother.
Okay, here on the Sports
This is the sportsiest sports show you've ever sported, Sporty Spice.
I'll tell you why it's not fair that Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame and your favorite player that played a short amount of time isn't.
Okay. You're talking Packers legend Sterling Sharp, aren't you? You're leaning into it. You're making direct eye contact with me, and you're insulting me because Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame and Sterling Sharp isn't.
Dale Sayers! I tell you what, not fair. We'll go into length about that a little bit because you were talking to me about that off air. Obviously, wide receiver is the conversation of the day. AMarie said to me before the program starts, AMarie, welcome to the show. Hope you are well.
Oh, thank you.
Ponytail looks strong today. What are you doing? Oh, is that an up tail, a down tail? What is that?
It's an up tail with a braid.
Ooh.
Do a little flick. Do a little flick for the Sports Animal live stream, facebook.com/talkabq. All right, so that's
till the heat
strong.
wave's over. We're not putting down the hair.
Okay.
We're gonna have strong updos.
Hey, what's that joke?
Which one?
You dropped your up dog.
Oh,
Ah.
what is up dog? Is that what it is? Yeah, I did it. I felt right.
Excellent.
Thank you for taking the time with us. We appreciate that you do. We know you have a lot of options here in town. Well, especially at this hour, the 4:00 hour. Like one of those options here in town sucks, but then there's us. So
Yes.
so pick us. Like
We're fun.
yeah, don't pick other
We talk
options.
about sports.
I'm a big sports guy.
We talk about more sports than you think we do. We
sneak
went
it in.
back. We went back and crunched the numbers.
I hate the numbers.
We talk about way more sports than we even thought we did.
And sometimes is some of that sports conversation about, is it about a chippy mix-ups during training camp? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes it is. You want me to call Zach Gentry right now on the cell phone and ask him how Pittsburgh Steelers training camp is going? I'll try. I doubt he answers.
And you know today I'm going to mention Framber Valdez, stud pitcher for the Houston Astros.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
And Predator cosplayer threw a no-hitter yesterday.
Why did he throw that no-hitter when no one was watching?
They got Justin Verlander, and he was like, hold my cerveza.
Yeah, I'll be the number one.
I got your Verlander right here.
It's not fair that sports happened on the day that DeMar Hamlin returned to the practice field for the Bills, and no one else in the whole world should be talking about anything because it's only DeMar Hamlin. NFL comeback player of the year, greatest player in the history of all time, that returned from death.
Yes, the one and only winner of the Lazarus Award.
That's a good reference. I don't know if everyone gets that.
That's okay. It's pretty niche. It's from the Bible. Not everyone's a Bible dude.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, too. You can be familiar with the Bible and not have read it. A lot of people do that. A lot of people claim to know it really well. They actually have not cracked one spine.
All over the world. It happens.
Kind of crazy. Speaking of Lazarus, Alan Lazard says that Nate Hackett.
Lazarus?
You mean Nathaniel Hackett?
What did I say?
Nat?
I said Nate. I mean, I feel like, is that not correct?
Is that what we call him?
Now, hold on. Don't steal all of AMarie's mandatory NFL headlines right off the bat.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty.
Save a couple for AMarie.
That wasn't on my headline, so I'm actually very
good.
Here's AMarie.
Proud.
I have AMarie's NFL headlines already down today. They go
I'm
like
so
this.
excited.
They go like this.
You can't mention them enough.
T-minus 27 hours until the first preseason football game tomorrow.
Is that the actual clock? I'm not a big time guy.
It might be 25 hours. Math.
We're getting there.
AMarie?
I would say it's about 24 hours.
AMarie, how do you even know who's playing NFL preseason football when there's
what you do?
Zero NFL analysts on ESPN telling you because they all got fired? How do you even know?
That's a good point.
Well, tomorrow, let's see. That's a very good point, actually. I actually don't know who's calling the game tomorrow, but it is the Jets versus the Browns.
Ooh.
God, I hate the Browns, dude.
Let's look at the line.
The Browns?
Sideline?
If it wasn't a football team, would be a derogatory comment.
Jets are favored -1.5.
Oh man, that AMarie Castillo. She's got
You guys watch,
bad.
you guys watch Dorktown?
What's that?
Dorktown?
It's a YouTube
No.
thing. Oh,
No,
okay.
what is it?
First of all, this is right at both your alleys. And they're now doing the history of the Minnesota Vikings. It's incredibly funny. They present it like a Greek tragedy. AMarie, I'm gonna send you a link off the
Please
air.
do.
We're gonna recap this thing.
Okay.
I'll watch that.
Dorktown, very clever. It's not like primarily sports.
Like the Vikings are where the Bills got their game from.
Keep going.
They were so good at losing Super Bowls before the Bills were doing it.
How do you feel about that, AMarie? How do you feel about that take?
I mean, my favorite thing about that take is it was way before my time, so it doesn't really phase me.
So you don't have
But
like
I understand why like older dudes are super upset.
Yeah, the Vikings are the hipsters of losing.
are you taking a shot at Van
Totally.
calling him an older dude because he
Well-
wants to talk about Bud Grant?
Van was also not alive when the last time the Vikings won a Super Bowl.
I think only
It was all in the 70s. If I'm not good at math, I'm sorry, but Van.
That's okay.
how old's Norm Van Brocklin? Got to be super.
Or
old.
maybe the year you were born.
Yeah, what year were you born, Van?
Strong middle name. I was born in 1982.
Oh, that's the Michael Jackson caught his hair on fire during a Pepsi commercial.
Was it? No, I think it was the year Richard Pryor caught his hair on fire.
Due to a crack pipe.
Crack pipes.
Crack pipes.
Crack pipe.
5 past the hour. 72 degrees here in the studio, 94 outside. You're listening to the Sports Animal. Here's my thing on the NFL being one day away from preseason. And I'm not here tomorrow. Full programming note.
Okay.
Whenever this show's on the air, I'm on a flight
Oh,
to
Detroit.
Yeah.
The second Frenchest city in the country.
You say Detroit? Number 1, St. Louis.
New Orleans.
And number 2, New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Number 3, Montreal.
Not in the country, but on the continent. The French is a weird, what's the best way to say this? Heritage?
People.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're a proud bunch.
Forever, they were so good at war. And then they got so tired of war that they got so good at art.
They're
and I'm into that.
They're the Minnesota Vikings of nationalism.
AMarie, how do you feel about that?
Mm-hmm.
That one hit home with you?
I love their pride and stuff that everyone else is doing.
That's the Detroit Lions have a pride.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of lions,
Lions have a pride.
Dan Campbell wants an actual lion
I saw this.
on the sideline and in the stadium.
Saw this.
Oh my gosh. I did not see this.
He didn't want any cats. He wants dogs.
Oh, he wants dogs on the field and he wants big cats on the sideline.
Ford. So
In a cage or what?
Just roaming around on a leash.
yeah, and despite all your rage, you can't keep a lion there.
No.
I'll be at Ford Field this upcoming weekend for SummerSlam.
Nice.
if you
Maybe
guys-
you'll see Dan Campbell.
You think I'll be there?
Yes.
Ooh, SummerSlam. Is that some kind of outdoor drinking
Yeah, what is
competition?
SummerSlam?
Right, great
Yeah,
question
good-
from you two.
What is it?
Is it outdoor? Because if you're hosting a WWE event with a retractable roof,
Oh,
if
it's WWE.
if you're WWE, do you want the roof closed on Ford Field or do you want the roof open on Ford Field?
What's the weather?
That's the question, right?
Humid.
And also, when Cody Rhodes comes out to fight Brock Lesnar, you want the pyros to be going off. You want the pyrotechnics. Can't do that during the day.
I don't want to be hot.
Like in general, like in life.
No, like the weather if I'm going to SummerSlam.
Nice. I mean, you close the thing. You got air
Totally.
conditioning. Have a nice frosty bevy, boy. No one's getting sunburns. No, what do you call it when the wind comes off the lake?
Lake effect weather.
Yes. No lake effect weather. Thank you, Steve Stucker.
So I'm into the production of sport. My favorite thing about sport is how it's presented. I like the storytelling. I'm watching all these like cut up videos of training camp, like ridiculous catches or like perfect passes or whatever.
Mhm.
Does every NFL training camp and legitimate college football program have 45 videographers at every single practice with slow motion 4K cameras?
They're called interns.
Is that what it is now?
Yes.
Yeah, and just dudes with iPhones on the sideline.
Like I know
A lot of
so
those
many.
are stolen fan videos.
Totally.
I didn't know that because the ones
And a
I'm
lot
seeing,
of interns. Social media, quote unquote, managers.
you see this one from the Steelers today, where this Pickens cat goes up with one hand, goes all the way behind his head and start talking to each other and take off their helmets and start talking to each other. And I go, guys are on the same team.
Same team.
Same team.
Same team.
Lay down.
Give your friend a high five.
Yeah, you say,
You made
You
a good
see
play.
fights
way to go up and get
in
it.
training camp.
Good play, George.
And then there's some, and by the way, like I don't hate football. I hate football fan. There's some Steelers.
I want that to be clear though,
what?
because I want people to understand that about you.
It's only foggy to you. I'm like the windshield cleaner. You're the fog on the windshield. But some NFL Steelers fan right now is like, Mike Tomlin's so smart, putting up the best wide receiver and the best defensive back against each other in practice. Iron sharpens iron. That's what some idiot is saying right now.
Oh, you mean the thing that they've done every practice throughout the history of sports?
Forever. You know, pressure makes diamonds. And when you put these two guys up against each other, they really like to press on each other. Please don't say the word humble. That doesn't mean anything. The word humble is not real.
Wait, who's humble?
Anyone who looks at a team and is like, well, they'll be successful. They just stay humble. These are multi-million-dollar early 20-year-old athletes. They're in the top 1% of the 1% to get to this level. They're the opposite of humble.
I guarantee you, 1,000% of NFL players
1,001%, whatever you're about to say, because I can feel your conviction.
is not humble. They're humble during interviews.
Uh-huh.
They're humbled when a biographer is present.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. You don't get to the NFL by being a chill dude.
Oh,
You're a stone cold killer, and that's the only way you got there.
You know how talented you have to be to jump up and grab a football out of midair with Joey Porter Jr.'s kid, what's his name, covering you? You know how good you have to be to do that? And you got that big mushroom top thing on top of your helmet?
That's distracting.
That thing's awful.
Yeah. Looking like a Koopa Troopa.
The Mario movie came out way long ago.
Mhm.
Stop supporting. I don't think it's for the Mario movie. I don't know why I'm making that connection.
They should start advertising on it already. They're advertising on everything else. Put it on your big, stupid, puffy helmet now.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Hey, Marie, when's your...
That one-handed catch brought to you by Arby's.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Marie, when does high school start?
tomorrow
How are you
locally
how are you handling it?
in Albuquerque.
How are you handling it?
I'm doing good.
It's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster for you right now.
Yes, my nephew.
Your nephew's having the countdown to his final childhood summer.
You remember when your summer was ending though? You're like, oh,
Not him. He's like, oh, I'm excited to get away from AMarie.
that's not true. He doesn't even hang out with me anymore. He's 13. Like I only have to check up on him, and if I am at his house, he's just in his room
All right,
playing PlayStation or whatever you do.
Oh, is that what you call it? Playing PlayStation?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
From the Sports Animal live chat, facebook.com/talkabq. Where's Van at? How come he's not on camera? How come we can hear Van? Here's the thing.
He'll be back after this commercial.
Van, and this is going to come as no surprise to anyone, is the one guy that can never, even though it's the exact same practice every time, figure out his webcam.
So
He's the one guy.
We had a
Well,
production meeting,
Yeah, we
and I
really
walked
did.
in here 5 minutes before. And by the way,
I'm pretty surprised mine is up.
as a newfound Apple
Good old
lover,
Wi-Fi.
as a Mac guy now, as a iOS guy
It's
now,
about time.
there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve, boys.
What I could do is set up my, by the way, because Van wants to be me, he has the exact same computer
does
as me. He has the exact same phone as me. He bought
So does
AirPods after I bought
The
AirPods.
majority of the world.
And by the way,
Do you want my old Apple Watch?
If we're gonna break the no, I hate watches. If we're gonna break
You
the
do?
fourth wall
I
here,
love
Yeah,
watches.
the reason I'm not in the StreamYard is because the account is under your email, and you haven't sent me the code back, and that's why I'm not in it. That is why.
But you can hear him on the Sports Animal currently.
Yes.
On the Sports Animal, and you could hear me on the live stream. You just can't see my beautiful ass face.
794061.
Okay.
Okay. Also, tomorrow's school start. If you're listening to the program, 505-246-0610, the Sports Animal hotline and text line, call the show.
Yeah.
Call the show. Tell us about shipping your brat off to get babysit for 8 hours a day by someone else.
School starts so late now.
So late. This is the earliest school has ever started.
High school starts at 8:40.
I thought you meant date. You're talking about time of
Okay.
day.
Yeah, time of day.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No, this is super early.
Hey, look, there's Van.
Feel bad for the kids. Very early start to the school year. But they do get to sleep in because you start school at 8:40 now, high school.
APS said, we had COVID like 3 years ago. We're going to start school early. Like, what?
To make up for it.
Those kids are all graduated. They're all gone.
Not only school,
They're all failing at UNM now.
but hear me out. AMarie,
Yes.
contain yourself. Football.
Tomorrow.
Friggin' football. Get
It's
get excited, sports fan.
I'm sad that I'm not here tomorrow for your yin yang day, AMarie, of the sadness of the morning of shipping your nephew off to the high school for the very
And
first
then
time
I have
ever.
to go watch weirdo Deshaun Watson against weirdo Aaron Rodgers. Well, they
They're-
won't be playing.
They're
But
not going to be playing.
Neither of them will be playing.
What do you think?
One of them is too busy
I
doing
mean,
ayahuasca.
Zach Wilson versus it's not Jacoby Brissett. I don't even know who's the Browns backup anymore.
I think it's Juju Smith-Schuster.
As
Oh,
what?
no. He's got the
I
Browns.
just thought he was on the team.
Got a
No,
bad
he's
case of
on-
the Browns.
He's also on the New England Patriots.
Oh, he's pretty good. We haven't talked about this on air, so you can tell me to shut up if you want to. Does your nephew play any high school sports?
Basketball.
Okay. So is there like an
He
anxiety?
should play baseball too, but I'm not going to push him.
All right,
The good one.
what if
I'll
we-
push him.
Yeah, what if we
Yeah,
introduce
he's,
him to
he's
some cool
so
baseball?
good at
I'll-
baseball.
I'll coach the kid.
We'll
He's
take him to an
so-
ice tips game.
Yeah.
He's so good at baseball. And he's good at basketball. I'm saying I think baseball's his sport, but he loves basketball. He'll excel in both.
Do you want me and Van to take him under our wing?
I mean, I'm doing a pretty good job, but
All
I
right,
appreciate
hold
you.
up. He needs
And
strong,
he
needs
has
strong
his
male.
uncle and his pops.
Yeah, but what about me and Van taking him out to the golf course?
Oh, he goes. First of all, big golf guy with pops and uncle too. We golf all the time. I actually told him, anyone with a kid out there, get your kid into golf. It is the best sport to get your kid in.
To go to
At an early
college
age.
for free.
Yes, and
Mhm.
just all business is done on the golf course.
This is all true.
This is
Best sport you
100%
could get
true.
your kid into right now.
But does he disc golf? We could take him disc golfing.
Yes, do whatever you want.
I feel like Van specifically, because obviously we would do it in tandem sometimes.
I don't even hang out with you guys. You think I'm gonna let you hang out with my nephew?
Gonna be real here. Smart call. Smart call. That's the smart play.
Is it because you don't want him to turn into a sports animal?
Mm.
He's already a sports animal.
Now you
He's
don't.
kind of a bandwagon about his
Teach
team
him-
fandom, though. He doesn't stay loyal to his teams. He was a Panther fan. Now all of a sudden he's a 49er fan.
Yeah, he's a Christian McCaffrey fan. This all tracks.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm for that.
Try to keep him away from disc golf as long as possible.
I've never played disc golf.
That's the number one modern segue to giggle spinach.
Mm,
Like,
That's
you
true.
play disc golf one time, the next thing you know, you got a backpack full of jazz cabbage.
Yeah, and Trulies.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants that. No one wants Trulies.
Oh, I kind of do.
I do. Do we
Yeah,
have some here
yeah.
for 5 o'clock?
I have a White Claw backpack.
That you wanted a disc golf tournament.
Cornhole tournament.
Kellen Mond will be starting for the Browns tomorrow.
Who?
Don't call me Mon.
Quarterback
What are you,
Kellen
part-
Mond. He was on the
part
Minnesota
Jamaican?
Vikings.
Are you talking about future first round of cuts from NFL training camp, Kellen Munn?
Did you say Mun?
Mon.
MONN?
M-O-N-D.
Mond.
How are you
Mond.
pronouncing this?
Like
Mond?
all Mond.
Kellen Mond.
Like
Oh,
Mondo.
M-O-N-D.
Yeah.
Why do you say it like
Yeah,
that?
why did you say it like
Is
I
that?
there
don't
a
know.
silent D?
No, there's not.
Starting for the Browns, it's Kevin Mon.
Yeah, what's his favorite day?
And-
Monda Day.
I mean, you're not excited for Mond versus Wilson.
Is this on actual TV?
It's the Hall of Fame game, so I'm guessing.
I'm only watching the Cowboys this year.
Really?
That's my team.
The Cowboys are your team this year.
Yes. And I put out a futures
Making a
bet.
production note. What is your future bet that
Oh,
they're going to
0
lose?
0-17.
No, they are not going to be 0-17.
Says NFL expert Fred Slow.
I don't understand. What will they be if they're not?
9-8. Missed the playoffs by one game.
Oh, just like the New York Bills?
Give me a month. Our official NFL preview
Oh,
isn't
you
out
can
yet.
watch the Hall of Fame game tomorrow on NBC or on Peacock.
Whenever we get back to appease Van,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to talk no-nos.
Like culturally?
Things you should never do.
Okay.
I texted Van when this happened last night.
She sure did.
A list of things you cannot say at an airport whenever we get back. A bunch of no-nos here on the Sports Animal. It's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, traffic right now, we've got crash cleanup going on northbound on Eubank. That crash between Central and Chico, seeing a lot of slowdowns in that area, so watch yourself if you're headed through there. Westbound on I-40, dealing with a little bit of a slowdown between 2nd Street and Rio Grande. Southbound on I-25, right at Montgomery, traffic moving a little slow there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
One of the single worst stretches of team ownership in the history of American sports is officially over. Dan Snyder is not the owner of the Commanders. I could spend the next 24 hours listing how horrible this guy was as an owner and a human being. New owner Josh Harris did more in the first 5 minutes of ownership than Snyder did in the last 24 years. In the words of a famous head coach, hip hip hooray.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and
chicken
a Frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's Single and a Frosty for me.
and a Frosty.
Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's, valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
Bring your sports cards, Pokemon cards, movie cards, music cards, any trading cards you want to trade, sell, or get a valuation. The buyers from California and New Mexico will be there to buy cards. All in autographs, August 5th from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Meet with trading card buyers to buy, trade, or get valuation on your cards. All in autographs, 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in Hoffmantown Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit allinautographs.com.
Your next success begins with University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university for more than 75 years. UMGC has been giving working adults the affordable, online education you need to reach the future you want. Because the path to success is different for everyone, we offer more than 125 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates, along with success coaches and lifetime career services. Our online and hybrid courses let you learn on your schedule. No-cost digital materials in place of most textbooks, affordable tuition, and financial resources make UMGC accessible. You know what it feels like to succeed. We'll help you succeed again. Too late isn't in your vocabulary. Reach your next goal at University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply now and save with no application fee. Undergraduate and most graduate courses start August 16th. Learn more at umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Thursday on the opening drive, we dive into the red zone with NFL training camps. We meet the newest coach at the University of New Mexico. The OD with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m.
One time for your mind.
Welcome back to the Sports Animal. Welcome back to 2 Men On. Headphones are doing something weird. Do I sound good to you guys?
No, it sounds like
Use your words.
no, I'm not on air.
Oh, use your words on air. What's it sound like?
Sounds a little fuzzy.
Sure. Yeah, I got that too in my headset.
A little crackle.
I'm gonna try a different mic. Van, take over.
Hey, Marie, thanks for texting me about.
You're welcome.
Framber Valdez's no last night.
I was very excited for you.
I had a bunch of people text me very obscure, curious messages, and I was like, what does any of this mean? Because most of them know that you don't curse a no. You don't say anything about it. And then luckily no one said anything to me about it. And I was fortunate enough and smart enough to read in between the lines and put the Astros game on during a very important meeting that I was having after the program. Then I got to see the last 2 innings of Framber Valdez's no.
Yes, and I was working the Isotope game last night, so Josh Shushan, voice of the Isotopes, kept updating us, and so I was like sitting here, that is a no, and I was like, I'm gonna wait till it's over, and then it happened, and so I texted you.
He was one batter away from a perfect game too. One walk with a...
It sounds awful in my ears, too.
I might have fixed it. I don't think I did.
No.
Let's go to break.
Yeah.
BRB.
Back to no-nos.
On the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earned doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Well, traffic right now, westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Rio Grande, traffic moving slow there. Also seeing a bit of congestion. The ramp from northbound I-25 onto eastbound I-40, so watch yourself there. I-25 southbound between Osuna and Montgomery, traffic moving slow there. Also seeing a couple of different slow spots westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
I absolutely love Sean Payton and the confrontation to it. There's no BS. There's no waffling. It's Pulp Fiction. They got a mess on their hands, and they called in the wolf. If you want to fix a culture, you got to nuke the old one.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Channel.
Your next success begins with University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university for more than 75 years. UMGC has been giving working adults the affordable online education you need to reach the future you want. Because the path to success is different for everyone, we offer more than 125 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates, along with success coaches and lifetime career services. Our online and hybrid courses let you learn on your schedule. No-cost digital materials in place of most textbooks, affordable tuition, and financial resources make UMGC accessible. You know what it feels like to succeed. We'll help you succeed again. Too late isn't in your vocabulary. Reach your next goal at University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply now and save with no application fee. Undergraduate and most graduate courses start August 16th. Learn more at umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Lobo fans, football season tickets are on sale now for as low as $86. That's less than $15 a game. The Lobos have an attractive home schedule this season, which features in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th. This season will feature a new state-of-the-art light show during games, on-field DJ, increased tailgate atmosphere, and much, much more. Join us at University Stadium this fall by visiting golobos.com/ticket today.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail, the ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
All personal injury law firms are not the same. We all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our injured clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bois. Wake up with the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay, AMarie, is this better?
I think so.
Does this sound like me on the Sports Animal?
Yes.
Hey, how about me? What about, do I sound like me?
Keep talking.
Hey, okay, I'll keep talking. That's kind of our job, so we'll just keep going. Keep talking right here.
Welcome
on
back.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
I'm going to go a little inside radio here.
Okay.
By the way, I'm using 2 microphones and going back over to 1.
You know what? You know, Van, I'm so sorry that I feel like we took away your thunder because of a little technical difficulties.
And the thunder.
And the thunder.
When we were going to talk about no-nos and like no-hitters.
I just turned the microphones on and off again. That's literally what I did to reset it.
Tech specialist
at the Sports Animal.
Fred Slow.
You know when you work for like a government agency and you have to draw your paycheck from different grants? I'm about to get some production money.
I get Grant Hill, called it.
Ulysses.
Ooh, good one.
AMarie. Pell. The answer was Pell.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you blew it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang
well, that's an actual grant. Framber Valdez throws a no-hitter yesterday.
Grantland.
93 pitches.
That has to be a record.
In the dorky sports world, we call that a Maddox.
Oh.
After Greg Maddox, a complete game shutout under 100 pitches. He was one batter away from a perfect game.
What happened there?
One walk to a guy who never walks, and he immediately got doubled up on a double play.
Couldn't find the zone.
Framber Valdez faced the minimum 27 hitters.
That's a perfect game. He threw a perfect game.
One walk away, brother. One walk away.
How many runs?
Runs?
Yeah, how many runs did the opponent score?
Okay, that's going to be a nice round 0.
Okay, how many hits?
Okay, also 0.
Great. How many errors?
That's also 0.
Okay, interesting. And then how many batters faced?
27.
A perfect game. I can't believe it. The Houston Astros in 2023 threw a perfect game behind the arm of Justin Verlander. This is incredible.
That's wildly incorrect. Justin Verlander did throw one for the Astros in 2019.
Nice.
So that's cool.
You know what's cool? $1 million.
Hey, you know what's cool?
$1 billion.
500 pounds of ice sitting on a pallet. By the way, 505-246-0610.
Okay, I didn't know this was going to go on air.
Does any local behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah.
We just got a text from friend of the show,
Safe House
Distilling, saying that if any local organization needs ice right now, 505-246-0610. We got all of the ice.
So Teller Vodka calls us during the break.
Free ice.
The impromptu break because our microphones were broke.
Right.
Our microphones were frozen. So now we're talking about this frozen water, which some people call ice.
Do you need ice? 505-246-0610.
People need ice.
So Teller Vodka
We got a whole mess of ice.
Hey, but
I'm not talking like, are you driving on your way home? You want a bag of ice?
No.
Do you need hundreds of
pallet of ice?
Half a pallet.
Do you need half a pallet of ice? 505-246-0610. Sports Animal text line or hotline. Call the show. We'll connect you with New Mexico's vodka, Teller Vodka. So
I'm not an ice specialist. I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Houston.
I know about vanilla.
Moved to the desert here in beautiful New Mexico. I don't know a lot of ice stuff, but I think this is a lot of ice.
Whenever they called AMarie, I said, you go to the East Mountains, you can get discount 4th of July fireworks right now. And you just blow up that ice.
Okay. That was his actual real life suggestion. It's not a joke.
That's the one.
Do you have a blossoming restaurant or food truck and you're a friend of the show listening right now and you need a whole mess of ice? Text the boys.
Text the boys.
We got you. We got you.
All right. I got this fun Astros thing. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So they threw a perfect game yesterday.
Incorrect.
Why are you saying that?
Threw a no-hitter and faced the minimum. One walk. One single solitary walk away from a perfect game.
How many perfect games have they thrown in the history of their thing?
The Houston Baseball Astros?
Yeah.
The Houston Baseball Astros have 16 no-hitters in their history.
That's a thing you think or a thing you know?
I think I know.
All right, because they put up a graphic last night on the broadcast. Did you see this? So they say 1963, Don Notbart. Okay, that's a good one.
Okay.
64, Ken Johnson. 67, Don Wilson. Did it again in 69.
Nice.
76, Larry Diker. 79,
Dirker.
Ken Forsch. 81, Nolan Ryan. Everyone remembers that one.
Mm-hmm. That's the record breaker.
Mike Scott in 86. My favorite one, Darryl Kyle, 93, RIP. In 2003, they had a combined no-hitter. It was like 5 different guys, whatever. Cool.
Yeah, I was watching that.
2015, they left the name off the graphic.
That's very funny.
2019, bunch of guys and Justin Verlander. 2022, Javier Neris, Presley. Combined in 2022 again. Framber Valdez in 2023. AMarie, do you know who the 2015 no pitcher was for the Houston Astros? Do you know who that was?
No.
And keep in mind, this is the first no-hitter for the
Let me
Astros
think.
as an American League team. This is the longest interval
Yeah.
that the Astros had gone between no-hitters in franchise history. 134 pitches with a swinging strikeout to end the game. The first complete game ever by this pitcher. The first time he had ever pitched in the 9th inning.
I was also watching this game.
The first no-hitter thrown at Minute Maid Park. I would call this pretty historic. Do you know his name that the Houston Astros organization left off the graphic celebrating no-hitters?
We should leave it off too. That snitch that tried to ruin baseball, Mike Fires.
No way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The official graphic on the TV.
They erased that snitch from history.
Oh gosh. It's so good. It's like those years that there was no Heisman winner because it was Reggie Bush.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
And no hitter because he's a snitch.
Oh. Tell me you're bitter without telling me you're bitter.
It's the first Astros no-hitter since they did it in the World Series.
In pro wrestling, this is called the Chris Benoit rule. You just remove all of it from history.
Ooh.
Only 3 men have won the Royal Rumble from the number 1 spot. Shawn Michaels and Edge. That's the end of the list. Only 3 people.
I don't exactly understand that reference a bunch, but I kind of do.
Because you don't say Mike Fire's name.
Yeah. You just said it. You just did it. You broke your own rule.
Stop saying it on the sports animal.
We don't say Mike Fire's name on this station.
Van says in 2000.
We're not a boring station.
Van says in 2015, Bill Cosby threw a no-hitter for the Houston Astros. Here's my thing on Major League Baseball. Because it's such a history-driven, rich, important sport.
Yes, it is.
The history of the sport is more important than the sport.
Predates the Roman Empire, I think.
Like Roman Reigns' reign as the WWE World Champion. Is that what you're talking about? Because you could say that if that's what you're talking about.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Totally.
It does predate that. That is correct.
Predates the discovery of dinosaurs in the world.
All right, so I read an article saying that scientists are bringing woolly mammoths back. Did you read the same thing?
I sure did.
This is the most wild thing I've ever read. Is that why you brought up dinosaurs?
Did none of these dorks watch Jurassic Park? This is not going to go well.
Why do you keep reopening Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Leave it closed.
Should be one movie. Learn your lesson.
Jurassic Park or ellipses, Murder Island.
Mm-hmm. 'Murder Island. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Murder Lizard Island. 'Murder 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 L You have some.
You can put those words in the other direction too, but yes, any combination of those three words.
The island of lizard murder.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
They're making woolly mammoths, AMarie. They're putting them in Siberia to see what oversized mammals will do to the floral and fauna and like heavily wooded snow. I'm being serious on this.
Van Nunley, neither a biologist or ecologist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to take
I'll
it
tell
serious.
you what's going to happen. They're going to eat it all. They're going to be big and they're going to be hungry. And they're going to be real. They're going to realize,
just like the Houston Astros,
they realize they haven't eaten in a few 100,000 years. They're going to be hungry.
So they're putting them in Indian elephants, AMarie, the embryos. Also, I don't smoke tobacco from a pipe, but if I had a woolly mammoth tusk pipe to smoke tobacco through, I would take that bad boy everywhere.
I think that's illegal.
I'd get a woolly mammoth
I think
toothpick.
it's illegal. I think you're right, man.
Quit enabling the ivory trade.
It's not the ivory trade, idiot. It's the mammary trade.
Oh, okay. That's not what mammary means.
Mammoth. It means mammoth.
Okay.
Is that not?
No.
It's not correct?
No. You're referring to those are boobies. Right?
Here on the Sports Animal, I know sports. I do not know prehistoric, not sure exactly what version of man existed at the time. I'm assuming Homo sapien. Woolly mammoth tusk trade.
It's 2023. We just say sapien now.
Yeah, whatever sapien.
Yeah.
They. So anyways, AMarie, you should read this thing.
I'm in.
Because if woolly mammoth had a half pallet of 500 pounds of ice from Teller vodka, they would take advantage of that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Refresh
what
the
can we
texture.
do with ice right now?
Italian ice, shaved ice. That's the obvious answer. We would put flavors in it and start a co-ed. All right, here's what we do. Side by side tie-dye and
Do I feel
Italian
an
ice
I-9 coming on?
The things we would do with so much ice.
No one claiming the ice yet.
Cool down the arm of Framer Valdez.
0198. Love the banter. Thanks. Love the shtick. Need to keep doing it.
It's because we're the not boring station. We're the sports animal.
Yeah.
Going on, it says
Not the other one.
AMarie tries to talk sports and you guys just derange her.
Yeah, they get the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We talk so much sports.
We talk so much sports.
In an entertaining quality way, including woolly mammoth updates.
See, much like Framber Valdez got news of Justin Verlander.
Are you talking about PG
having
Framber Valdez?
a new ace on the squad?
Okay.
We got a ratings numbers.
and AMarie is sending them through the roof.
Yeah, and much like Framber Valdez, AMarie is here.
Perfect game, AMarie.
Throw face the minimum in a no-hitter.
Is that what it is, AMarie?
I mean, we are going back to school tomorrow and things will change. Well, there
the
is a
NFL?
new game plan.
So let me get this,
NFL is back?
let me get this
Yes.
straight. Albuquerque students are being welcomed back to school, and we're welcoming back sports animal fans to the sports animal because they took the summer off because America's most boring game, baseball, is the only thing in the world. And now that the NFL is back, so is the listener base.
Yeah, except for the Isotopes. Listen to them after us.
God, I love baseball.
Same.
I could talk more baseball. But luckily, loyal listener, friend of the show, NFL's back tomorrow.
Now that I'm the preeminent Cowboys guy in town,
You're going to be that guy.
it's our year.
Jerry Jones enthusiast Fred Slow.
I mean, you already are fitting the stereotype right there. It's our year. You're going to win the Super Bowl.
Any fan that
Dak hasn't hit his ceiling.
Who's Dak?
Prescott.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Fred was talking about the Oklahoma State Cowboys
Of
this
course,
whole time.
yeah, the baseball team.
He's
Matt
not talking about.
Holiday's kids.
He's not talking about Dallas.
Talking about New Mexico Highlands. That's who I'm talking about, the Cowboys. The problem with Dallas Cowboy fan is, what are we on? August 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, Dallas Cowboy fan doesn't know that there's preseason football tomorrow night. They don't know that. And then number two, after the Cowboys go 0-4, they're going to pull up a stat of some team going 0-4 in the preseason over the course of the last 25 years that went to the Super Bowl. And they're going to say, our team's just like that. And that's going to be the next conversation for the next 6 weeks.
I saw a lady in the airport, and
Oh, interesting. Keep going.
I love her to death.
Which restroom were
was
you in?
wearing a no.
Okay.
Is in the Phoenix airport, was wearing a Cowboys jersey from all-time leading rusher Emmitt Smith. I don't know if you heard of him. He's the guy that got to run behind that legendary offensive line.
Oh, so she was wearing a Arizona Cardinals jersey because that's when he broke the record and you were in Phoenix. So it wasn't a Cowboys jersey. It was an Arizona Cardinals Emmitt Smith jersey, number 22, the Hall of Famer.
Somebody told her, how about them boys? And she thought they were being facetious, and she told them to eat her ass.
What?
Yeah. This is right in the middle of the Phoenix airport.
I don't accept this.
I think they were encouraging her as another Cowboys fan, and she's so used to being bombarded by people like me that she immediately thought she was being verbally assaulted and retorted accordingly.
Now, to be fair.
AMarie, you're up.
Whenever you're ready.
Come on.
Oh, to be fair.
There we go. All right.
The Jaguars play the Cowboys Saturday, August 12th. Their
That's
first
an L.
first preseason game.
Oh, never mind. That doesn't matter. I ain't talking about the game.
They play them head to head.
Cooper Rush? You're not going to watch Cooper Rush?
They're not going to play the starters, AMarie.
Yeah. MVP candidate Cooper Rush? Potential Super Bowl MVP Cooper Rush? No, they're not going to play the good one.
Caught up. Take a break.
Dak needs some reps.
Speaking of reps, Tavon Diggs had an exchange with Dak Prescott today. Did you guys see this? Oh, you didn't. I can't wait to introduce it to you.
My eyes are wide. Let's go.
This is so very on brand. 2 Men On here on the Sports Animal, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Ice Animal.
This report is sponsored by STEM.
When you see a roach over there, you want it gone. Ew. Fast. STEM's bug killer trigger is powered by active ingredients found in plants and kills roaches faster than Zevo's bug killer trigger based on lab testing on the most common U.S. cockroach species. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
The traffic right now, we are still dealing with that crash northbound on Eubank between Central and Chico and seeing a whole lot of backups with that. Watch yourself if you're headed in that area. If you can't, just seek out an alternate route. Elsewhere around town right now, westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Rio Grande, traffic moving slow there. Also, eastbound on I-40 as you come up on the interchange, seeing some slowdowns there as well. I-25 southbound approaching Montgomery, got some congestion there. Westbound on Paseo right now from Jefferson to Coors, traffic moving slow in that area. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Perloff with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Angie. It's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started at Angie.com. Jerry Jones issued a warning to the rest of the NFC East. The Cowboys owner said the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders better be on their game because Dallas is bringing it this year. He might be onto something. This is a division that usually has a new winner every season, and the Eagles lost some key players. Jones may be a big talker. This season, he has a great chance to back it up. I'm Andrew Perloff.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Paul Feinbaum, he made a bold prediction yesterday that the Pac-12 as we know it will not be around. The big leagues are going, who needs the New Mexicos and the New Mexico states and whoever's left behind? We're here. But what does it all mean in the end? I think the Mountain West or some variation of the Mountain West, I think they're in a position. They're not going to be a quote-unquote power league, but I believe they're in position to be the next thing.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Bring your sports cards, Pokemon cards, movie cards, music cards, any trading cards you want to trade, sell, or get a valuation. The buyers from California and New Mexico will be there to buy cards. All in autographs, August 5th from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Meet with trading card buyers to buy, trade, or get valuation on your cards. All in autographs, 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in Hoffmantown Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit allinautographs.com.
It's time for kickoff, and the Believe podcast will get you ready for the new season.
How do you live through this as a Detroit sports fan?
Believe has podcasts covering all 32 NFL teams and many of your favorite college teams, too.
You solidified your defense. You got better.
Sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone.
And if you don't do those things, then you're not even trying your hardest to win at football, and I don't know what we're doing.
He's going to be hit from the side. That's a sack. For football coverage of your favorite team, search BLEAV podcasts wherever you listen.
At Granger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail, the ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Nathan's Hot Dogs are back at Blake's. The new large enchilada dogs are made with 100% premium beef with no fillers. Try it classic or with Blake's chili con carne and cheese. You asked and they listened. Available for a limited time at Blake's Lottaburger.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
Hot mic.
Puss in Boots and Puss in Boots and Puss in Boots and Puss in Boots and Puss in Boots.
You saying Puss in Boots?
Yeah, that's the one, right? AMarie, kill this music so my friend Manny in production kills this horrible hiss in my headphones. All right, so Dak Prescott's training camp is going insanely bad. It's going very bad. He's terrible. He's getting outplayed by Cooper Rush. I don't feel like Cowboys fan is actually talking about this because they wear blinders and walk the exact same path every day, like an oxen or a horse pulling a cart and a lifeless existence to only serve their cowboy daddy, Jerry Jones.
And I don't mind telling you on this program, and I will continue to.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush has lost one game in his professional career, and that is to the second place in the Super Bowl NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. It's a good resume. It's better than Dak's resume.
So the play in question here.
Okay.
First of all, articulate man, thank you.
You're welcome.
So the play in question here is Prescott's supposed to drop back, throw a pass, get a touchdown. This is like a red zone thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
So obviously he can't complete the pass because he's booty. And he ends up doing like a tuck and run kind of thing. And then who's right there? But Tavon Diggs. So as he gets to the goal line, Tavon Diggs is not going to light up the quarterback. The defense is not going to do that. Score, this is super soft, this, that, and whatever the other.
Right.
Tavon Diggs come over and is like, hey, listen, you got to stop sucking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Run this thing the right way. Let my defense look the right way. Make your offense be the right way. Don't take a coward's trot into the end zone, because if this is live action, live rounds,
you got lit up.
That's exactly what he said.
I can't read lips, but you guys get it.
And then the best part, Dak throws the football at him.
Yeah, like a little, like a
child
when they're walking
would do.
away,
like a child throwing a hissy. Not even to his face. Wait till he turned around like a coward would do.
Despite missing 5 games with a broken thumb, Prescott's 15 interceptions in 12 games, tied for the league with eyeliner himself,
who played 5 more games.
Who played 5 more games. So then NFL Twitter, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with NFL Twitter, they just start posting all these fan videos of Dak Prescott getting picked off by the defense.
The Xer now. NFL Xer.
Yes. X Twitter.
Previous Twitter.
Dak Prescott has got to go.
I told you 2 years ago, trade him for a good wide receiver. Let Cooper Rush run.
12 times they've made it to the playoffs and not reached the NFC Championship game. San Francisco knocked them out at the wild card 2 years ago. But we got Jacksonville on the 12th. Is that what you told me it was? Jacksonville?
Yeah, preseason, yes.
Who's the quarterback?
Saturday, August 12th. Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars, but who's the backup?
Yeah, who's the preseason quarterback?
No. Sorry, that's not what I meant to ask. Who's the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys? Is it Schottenheimer? Is it Schottenheimer now? Brian? He about to lose his job. It ain't going to be his fault because he's going to want to play Cooper Rush the whole time, and Jerry's not going to let him. I feel bad for Cowboys fan.
I think Mike McCarthy's calling the plays this year.
I was going to
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why would they bring in big name Brian?
No. What?
Just to, have fun on the chalkboard. They got rid of the good offensive coordinator. He gets to play.
The Chargers.
He gets to play with Justin Herbert now. He gets a good quarterback.
The kid from Boise, the lefty?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about Brian Schottenheimer. By the way, I've hated him for a long time because
why?
He wears his visor backwards. He wears a sun visor for golf backwards. Like he's in an NSYNC video dancing.
Not only does that look ridiculous, it goes against all the points of having a visor.
It doesn't even block the sun
from the top of your head or your face.
What?
All it does is give you a stupid forehead stripe like an idiot.
What are you going to do about that, AMarie?
I don't like the look. Mike McCarthy is expected to call all the plays for the
all the
offense
plays.
this year.
So
if he's going to get fired, it's going to be with his own play calling.
Why is he just giving money to Marty's kid?
It's a cult, man. I'm telling you.
It's a cult.
It's a cult.
Every single person that likes the
Except
Cowboys.
for Nathaniel Hackett, who's not in the cult.
Isn't that you now?
I love
You're a Cowboy guy.
But I love the Cowboys despite Cowboys fan.
Got it.
Because you just...
Yeah, that alarm going off means we have to go to break.
Exactly that time.
96 degrees outside, 73 in the Sports Animal studio. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Spitting off my spine. To please order release the trapped opinion. The vineyard of maturity is my Elysium. A serum I consistently dryly drink from. Imitations are original.
Couple of crashes to make you aware of. Crash cleanup continuing. Eubank northbound between Central and Chico, seeing a lot of slowdowns in that area. Also westbound on I-40, we've got crash cleanup as you approach Carlisle. Watch out for that. A little further down, I-40 westbound between 2nd Street and Rio Grande. Traffic moving slow in that direction. Paseo headed west right now between Jefferson and Coors, dealing with congestion in that area. Also southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Traffic moving slow there. And seeing some slowdowns now. Northbound I-25, those will start at Gibson. They'll last until Lomas.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has what you need for travel. Passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel-sized items. Now get $10 off your purchase of 30 or more when you buy a travel service. In-store only offer ends September 16th. Exclusions apply. Staples, your first stop to nonstop travel.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. You know who we don't hear from very often? The owner and the president of the Cincinnati Bengals. When Mike Brown comes around, he says things like this.
It's mathematical. You get a bag of corn and you have 10 hogs. Well, how are you going to put that out to them? The bag's going to be gone, empty. And some of them aren't going to get it. Well, that's too bad. And That's pretty much how this system works.
My man, I think we all know how the cap works, but thank you very much for the kindergarten level visual. A bag of corn and a bunch of hogs, and not every pig gets to eat. Well, Mike, we know the big pig is going to eat. That's Joe Burrow. I know this is not easy, but this is not what the fans want to hear.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
TJ Trout here, and Albuquerque has been seeing record-breaking heat. So are you tired of sweating and being hot in your home? Do you still have a swamp cooler? Well, Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and AC has an immediate solution for you. Convert to AC now. In most cases, Daniels can have your project executed in a week from initial consultation to install. Their install crews are working hard to create comfort for thousands of families across New Mexico. Stop procrastinating and call Daniels today for a no-obligation refrigerated air estimate at 505-898-8860. It's a game changer.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, AMarie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Okay, I didn't know I was fired up today here on the Sports Channel. I didn't know I was fired up, but now I'm fired up.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Do not text me on my personal number telling me that I can't talk about the Cowboys because I'm not a lifelong Cowboys zealot fan like you are that doesn't understand that this team is not what you think it is, and you're looking in a fun house mirror, seeing yourself, you weirdo Cowboys fan. Dak Prescott is the worst quarterback to ever wear a star on his helmet.
Ugh. Yep. It's hard to say no.
Of guys who've got legitimate shots. I'm not talking about Ryan Leafs.
Okay.
Of guys who've got...
You're not talking Quincy Carter.
I'm not talking Chad Hutchinson's.
Okay.
I'm talking dudes that the fan base ignorantly is invested in. He is such a drop-off from Tony freaking Romo that it's embarrassing that the fan base doesn't see it. And Tavon, don't call me Chris Gamble, Gibbs. Sorry, I know his name's Diggs. Is right to yell at him for playing, acting, and leading like a coward.
Is Anthony Wright in the discussion? Not enough reps?
I used to know this kid named Anthony Wright. Used to ride around town. Here's what I'm saying.
What was that? Are those like white rapper lyrics? I don't know. What's going on here?
They're rapper lyrics.
Are you switching up Easy-E lyrics?
All the time.
Quit doing that. You're going to get us on a list.
That's my thing.
Oh, you know what? Tony Banks.
Tony Banks won a Super Bowl.
As the backup for the Rams?
Ravens. He was the starter in week 1. Trent Dilfer took over and then took the 2000 Baltimore Ravens to a Super Bowl championship.
That is correct. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Get on the Cooper Rush bandwagon.
Everyone in the whole world.
You want to win. You want a shot. jump on this bandwagon for multiple reasons. Number one, he's better. He's more efficient. He fits the scheme of the offense better. And the most important one, 3 stars on this one right here, 3 big blue Cowboy stars. He's a ginger. And there's never been a Super Bowl winning redhead quarterback. Let's all get behind this, not just because my personal reasons, but also that reason.
Here's why your take is cold. Because you used one word wrong.
Okay, ginger?
No.
Okay.
You said bandwagon.
Okay.
And Cowboys fan does not want to be on the bandwagon. They think they're front runners. Cowboys fan wants to be so far out in front and smarter than the black dad down the street. Get out there early and say this: Dak sucks. Get in front of this train before it leaves the station so it can roll over your Dak Prescott jersey that you lay on the 3rd track. I do not at all want a single Cowboys fan, 505-246-0610, the Sports Animal Hotline. I do not at all want Cowboys fan to call this program and say, we're the best brand in the NFL. That's not what we're talking about. Yes, you are. And you're doing it despite, what's worse than booty? Your super booty quarterback. Cooper Rush to the moon.
The huff.
That's a very good answer.
Thank you. I've unloaded all my worldly possessions, sold them, traded them for currency, and put all that currency in Cooper Rush stock.
Real question to you and AMarie. AMarie joining us again on the Sports Animal.
Hello. So happy to be here.
Would you, AMarie, rather have $10 or a Dak Prescott jersey?
$10.
Van, would you rather have $10 for a Dak Prescott jersey?
I take it back. I'd rather sell my Dak Prescott jersey.
Okay, AMarie beat me to it.
Damn it!
I would rather have a Dak Prescott jersey, and I would take it to the flea market on Saturday morning down at the fairgrounds and trade it for multiple usable goods that are worth something.
Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of bingo card slots for the fairgrounds. Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what that means. You got to unpackage that a little more.
So, whenever you're doing like a bingo card and it's like B21, instead of ours is
bingo card slots.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So instead of B21, one of our bingo card slots will be multiple Burcanos and Dak Prescott Puma knockoff jerseys.
Okay. Got you. I like this a lot.
Thank you. Fairgrounds bingo cards. It's like the swap meet. AMarie, how young were you when you first went to the outdoor flea market by yourself as a child?
I never went by myself.
Because why?
Because it was unsafe to go alone to flea markets as a young child.
But you had the Brentwood Baddies with you.
Literally where I was going.
What are you talking about?
If the three of us were to open a stand that's not tie-dye related, what would our stand be?
An ice stand currently.
The flea market.
Oh, that's right. We have hundreds of pounds of ice. 505-246-0610. If you're just getting in your car, you have a restaurant.
Yeah.
Maybe your kid has a snow cone or lemonade stand or something.
Yeah.
We got all the ice.
Maybe you're low-key keeping a penguin.
For free, by the way.
If you're keeping a penguin in your basement as we speak.
You legit do not have to trade us a Dak Prescott jersey for this ice.
You don't even have to explain
this ice is
to
worth
us
something.
your use of the ice, Van. If you need the ice.
You just want the ice?
Yeah.
You got to take a lot of it, though.
You have to. Well,
you can't just have one bag.
Hey, are we delivering?
No, we're on air entertaining the populace.
So let me get this straight. You can go down to where this ice is with Teller Vodka and just take a chip off the old block.
That is pretty accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would think the Outpost Ice Arena would want it.
Well, so they can melt it and refreeze it?
I don't really know how that works.
You can't ice skate on cubes of ice. We know what you should do.
What's
Look,
that?
if you like to party,
okay,
you get some bags of ice for free that we're giving away. You take it to one of your wonderful local Albuquerque parks, probably Rosie, the one with the big hill.
Roosevelt.
You sit on it and you slide down the hill.
Okay, very good answer.
It's called ice blocking, I believe.
Now stop.
Got a Cowboy fan on the phone.
Listen.
Collaborate and listen.
Is this about ice?
It's about friend of the show Orlando calling. So it can only be two things. If friend of the show Orlando's calling, and he's not on the air yet, I haven't pressed the button. He's only going to talk to us either about his fandom and love of the Cowboys or his fandom and love of Arby's.
Okay.
Orlando, welcome to the program.
Why not both, brother?
Why not both?
Well, maybe both. But I was complimenting AMarie on her Saturday show. I'm out working out bright and early. But I am a longtime Cowboy fan. I'm a realist. We're going to suck this year. We'll be 9-8, maybe even worse. Maybe
I said 9-8.
8-9. If we make the playoffs, we'll be lucky. Dak's got to go, just like Zeke had to go. Till Jerry Jones is above ground, we're going to be status quo like we've been if we last made the NFC Championship game.
9.5, Orlando. You're taking the under. Yeah. That's what you're telling me.
There you go. There you go. But, so, and Dak threw all these interceptions, and he was out a bunch of games, so say he stays healthy, he's going to throw more interceptions than he did last year.
Math, baby.
Incredibly correct.
And, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do to correct that. He's just not a good quarterback. I mean, okay quarterback, but, I mean, you guys aren't too far off there with Cooper Rush. It's like he is a backup, but give him a chance. That obviously Dak inking it up. But, again, all the blame goes to Jerry Jones.
Literally,
in my opinion. And Fred and Van, especially Fred, you'd be proud. I haven't been to Arby's in 8 or 9 months. See, now you got me thinking.
All right, hear me out, Orlando.
Once I do my edible here in a while, I might think about going to get.
Me and you tomorrow, Van, you too. So we have a production meeting in the morning. Lunch tomorrow at Arby's, Orlando. We're going.
Curly fries. Let's go.
Curly fries all day. Cheese sauce. And then I'm going to catch a flight to Detroit and really struggle.
You got to try it. You can fill in AMarie on this. That happened 5 or 6 years ago when you guys came on. That was awesome. And that's the only reason I called. Fred was ragging on Arby's, and I had just had it.
Yep.
And had it with that sports talk of Arby's analysis. Orlando, you're the best, brother.
You guys are awesome. Go Cowboys. I still root for my Cowboys. I'm not one of them closet fans. And, they give you slight hope. They keep you just enough interested to kick you in the balls when, push comes to shove.
Orlando, one of the original Fatsas. Did I tell you I'm changing it to Fatsas? Did I tell you guys that? That's friends of the sports animal.
Oh, Fatsa.
Fatsa.
Ooh.
Now, how do you guys feel about that? It was for a long time friend of the show. It's not anymore.
I still prefer friend of the show.
No,
friend. We can do both.
It's
Are you really going to Arby's?
AMarie.
AMarie would claim that sports is her favorite thing. It's definitely food.
No, sports is not my favorite thing.
When I go to talk about the Cowboys, you roll your eyes. When I talk about Arby's, you light up.
That's not true. I haven't had Arby's in forever.
You and Orlando both.
I'm not a big fast food guy.
This message brought to you by the Rio Rancho Home Improvement Show Marketplace.
The City of Rio Rancho would like to personally invite you to the upcoming Home Improvement Marketplace, September 9th and 10th at the Rio Rancho Event Center. It's all about bringing you the best of the best and first hour free both days. The Rio Rancho Home Improvement Marketplace.
Well, traffic right now, we've got crash cleanup continuing westbound on I-40. That crash near Carlisle, and it is causing some slowdowns. Watch yourself going through there. A little further down I-40 between 2nd Street and Coors, traffic moving slow in that area. Paseo headed west right now. Jefferson to the river, traffic's moving slow there. Seeing more congestion now. I-25 southbound as you approach Osuna. That'll last until Montgomery. And dealing with some slowdowns northbound on I-25. Those are going to start around Gibson. They'll last until Lomas. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
telling it like it is.
Not everybody is supposed to like each other in football. I mean, they tackle each other. I'm okay with Sean Payton saying Nathaniel Hackett stunk. He did. We watched. And I love Aaron Rodgers defending his coach. Everybody is so inauthentic and edited, and it's okay. I'm for it.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Bring your sports cards, Pokemon cards, movie cards, music cards, any trading cards you want to trade, sell, or get a valuation. The buyers from California and New Mexico will be there to buy cards. All in autographs, August 5th from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Meet with trading card buyers to buy, trade, or get valuation on your cards. All in autographs, 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in Hoffmantown Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit allinautographs.com.
Lobo fans, football season tickets are on sale now for as low as $86. That's less than $15 a game. The Lobos have an attractive home schedule this season, which features in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th. This season will feature a new state-of-the-art light show during games, on-field DJ, increased tailgate atmosphere, and much, much more. Join us at University Stadium this fall by visiting golobos.com/tickets today.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Freshness made easy with Febreze small spaces.
Want continuous freshness that fights odors with no batteries and no outlets? Try Febreze small spaces. Ah, but what's a small space? To answer that, we brought in our lawyer.
Small spaces include, but are not limited to, bathrooms, closets, laundry room, kid room, pet corners, man cave, she sheds, most nooks, and all crannies.
There you go. Febreze small spaces is the world's most convenient. Febreze small spaces is super convenient and never stops freshening for 45 days.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Eric Strauss here. Do you know how expensive it is to get your home restuccoed? Why not do like me and just get it repainted? Hire the professionals at CertaPro Painters and they'll make your home look brand new. They're honest, clean, friendly, and they have the attention to detail to not only increase the value of your home, but protect your stucco with a new coat of paint. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. Schedules fill up fast, so now's the time to act.
We're coming back.
Just do like me and hire CertaPro.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Manny has my headphones.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. You know, the boys wouldn't be here without the friends of the show. Shout out to John Lopez Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Legacy.
He's a dude.
I got to talk to John. I got to pick his brain about the market.
Because he's good at buying houses and you're bad at it.
I am awful. I've been trying to get a house for a couple months now, and it's not great. Not going great. I started my day at the YMCA today.
One time,
went fantastic. Got a good sweat in this morning.
AMarie, one time I saw Van text a guy about a property, and then the guy said something a little off cuff, and Van goes, "Do you know who you're texting right now?" And I said, "I don't think you're going to get that one, Van." That's a real story.
That is a real story. Don't mess with the guys with the microphones.
We're at the Y next week. They got a bunch going on this fall, a bunch of new programs and stuff. We'll connect with them probably Monday. Probably out at the Y on Monday next week.
Oh, man, I hope so.
Albert Ramirez, who runs the Y, shot me a call earlier. I didn't see it till I was on my way in, and then we got all caught up, but I'll call him back. Here's my thing. I know you want to talk about this baseball stuff because trade deadline just passed. You want to give your new predictors on what the second half's going to look like. All this is viable, Van. This is all very good sports talk radio on the Sports Animal.
Thank you.
Also, welcome back. If you're just now coming back to Sports Talk Radio because the NFL is coming back, we're here with you.
Yeah. Let's rage.
Yeah. It's like back to school. Fatsas.
We'll do obviously our in-depth NFL previews and predictions closer to the season.
Yeah.
But I got one prediction that
Cowboys
I'll get off my
in
chest.
last.
I'll get off my chest right now.
Yeah.
This will be the best NFL season in the history of the league. This is going to be the best one.
Why?
I'll tell you later at our preview.
Because I can only so much share the stories about Max Crosby and Jimmy Garoppolo getting into it during 11-on-11 drills. Just call it practice.
You talking about the game?
Hey, he pushed the quarterback, so it made him do a lap. Anyways, guys.
In his defense, one of my knee injuries that made me quit playing football, I had a bright red jersey on because some idiot got too over anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I understand his compassion about not getting hit.
If I was a multimillionaire, which I'm not, self-made thousandaire
yet,
I think I would really struggle with being punished by running laps.
Right.
I think for some reason I would think I was better than that.
If you told me that I'm in trouble at my job, that I'm an adult, and you made me run laps, I would cackle like a maniac in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, you tell me what I did wrong. I will correct the problem.
Yes.
Then I won't do it anymore.
There's a lot of confusion here.
My goodness.
That's why I'm such a Trayvon Diggs guy.
You don't do that at Arby's.
No.
You overcook the curly fries.
Line tappers.
Yeah. Here you go. 50 burpees, Steve.
Yeah.
You'll learn your lesson.
Hey, Van, you let the line in the drive-thru get up to 6 deep, and you know what happens when that happens. Take a lap, my man.
We put ranch dressing on our Market Fresh sandwiches here at Arby's. You put mustard. 100 push-ups.
Mustard on meat is disgusting.
You think so?
Yes.
I love mustard.
I love what?
Damn.
You don't eat it on your hot dog?
I'm a big mustard guy.
I would never, ever put mustard on a hot dog.
That is a sin, my
That's
friend.
disgusting.
That is the greatest condiment you can put on
Hot dogs are for ketchup.
No.
Mustard, onion relish, or
Ooh,
GTFO.
Sauerkraut and mustard's my favorite on a hot dog.
You idiot. It's MOR GTFO. Mustard, onion relish.
Oh, that's not that acronym, brother. No.
Ketchup is the only suitable condiment.
For French fries.
For a child.
Yeah.
French fries.
You little ketchup with your WWE. Child on child stuff here at the Sports Animal.
Crushed it right there. Good job, AMarie.
French fries get ranch dressing.
Just wait till football season starts. Ranch on top of
You're a
ketchup.
maniac.
Ranch over everything.
Ranched dressing goes on French fries.
Well,
Yes,
what if?
yes,
You want to put
yes.
some cheese curds and gravy there, too?
All right,
Ranch goes on
okay,
everything.
Guys, in the list of ointments, it goes like this.
You mean condiments,
Number one,
not ointments?
What? Number one, ranched dressing. Number one, ointment.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Ketchup is for children, except I do enjoy the spicy Whataburger ketchup because it's low in sugar.
That was wildly specific.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay.
here? Like, is this?
Gotcha.
I'm serious when it comes to condiments.
You like what you like. I get it.
Number two, mayonnaise.
Ugh, gross.
You're right. Miracle Whip. Miracle
Whip. Oh,
What are we doing here on the Sports Animal? This is worse than Cowboys.
You know how many wrecks you just caused right now?
All right. Number one, ranched dressing for the ointment list. Number two, Miracle Whip. Miracle Whipped.
Blech.
All right, Midwest.
Number three, mayo. Number
All right,
four,
Midwest.
spicy mayo.
Okay, Fred.
Who is your doctor?
Yeah.
Your doctor does not get paid enough to fill you up with whatever cholesterol medication you're taking.
Dr. Pepper is my doctor.
Before 40.
Van. I love how Fred, during the break, as I'm eating an amazing Dijon vinaigrette on my salad, you're like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Miracle Whip is disgusting.
You walk in here, throw the door open, and you're like, hey, guys, my favorite color is gray. Poupon.
Grey Poupon's fantastic also.
I actually have a palate.
Hey, pardon me.
By the way, pallets. We have a half pallet of ice.
Yeah, we really do
to
have
give
that
away
here on the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal.
You're listening to the Sports Animal, not the other station.
So that's 3 times today you've referenced them, and we've gone years without referencing them. That's not the show. If you, AMarie goes, I know.
We are the sports animal, though.
I've never listened to the competition because they're directly opposite us. So, like, when would I be listening? I'm obviously on air right now.
Mhm.
Here's the feedback I often get from friends of the show. The Fotzas, friends of the sports animal.
Okay.
Here's what is the problem. Well, you don't like friends of the sports animal?
I'm not good with change, just like you're not good with condiments.
I gave you the list of condiments.
Yeah. It's mustard.
No, it's
mustard,
ranch
mustard, and
dressing,
mustard.
Miracle Whip, mayo, spicy mayo, white gravy. Put that on the list.
White gravy?
Yes.
That's your favorite rapper?
Nelly is my favorite rapper.
Oh, duh. Loves mayo.
AMarie, what's after white gravy?
This is not my list. We will, if you would like the real list, Van and I will tell you.
Stone ground, number 1.
What is that?
Dijon, number 2.
Mustard.
Deli, number 3.
I'm with ranch bean number 1. I'm fine with that.
Know your audience. Here.
Yellow, number 4. Honey,
You guys
number
haven't even
5.
put green chili in any of this, bro.
All right, honey is correct.
Green chili ranch.
Which is
That's ranch dressing.
Mhm.
In the list of ointments.
Honorable mention. Give me all the mustards. You have so many mustards to choose from.
Fry sauce is on the list.
Mustard ranch. Write that down.
Arby's sauce.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's like a Worcester. Arby's sauce. Wrote that down. I have a little note here. I'm never ever going to put mustard on something and say it's better because of it.
What?
Oh. You're like a
child. You are a
Pinch
child.
poke. You're a giant baby. Whenever your kid won't eat, you just pour ketchup on it. It's the same thing with your diet. We often go places, AMarie, and it'll be like a healthy option. And Fred will pull ketchup packets out of his cargo shorts.
He's like the kid off Big Daddy.
Cargo pants, excuse me. He doesn't wear shorts.
I got a coupon today for some new cargo pants.
Mm-hmm.
Took a lot of restraint.
Go on.
Took a lot of restraint.
Pants or shorts?
So I cut the sleeves off this flannel shirt the other day.
Okay, smart.
Thank you.
What are you cosplaying? Damn it. Forgot his name. Mick Foley. Is that what you're doing here?
I am now that you just brought
Stone
that up.
Cold.
Stone Cold Mick Foley.
Stone Cold have sleeves?
You know that he did not. You know that for a fact.
I can just picture him drinking beer. I don't know what he was wearing.
What? You made me lose track where I was going with this segment, AMarie.
We should go to break because this condiment list has got to go.
Ointments?
Why do you call them ointments? Aren't they condiments?
You rub them on.
Rub them on what?
The foods. Long story short, stop fighting your quarterback in training camp. It doesn't make any sense. And if you do it the way that Trayvon Diggs did it, where you go with name calling instead of physical abuse. That way everyone else knows that you're the true leader of the team, Trayvon Diggs, unlike your loser quarterback. That's it.
Dak Prescott loves ketchup.
Was Max Crosby the guy that was also mean to Patrick Mahomes?
No, that was Chandler Jones.
That was
not Chandler Jones. Come on, brain. It wasn't him.
Brittany Mahomes?
Ouch.
AMarie, you watch quarterbacks, right?
Chris Jones.
Who was mean to Patrick Mahomes on quarterbacks?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm spacing out one episode a week at a time until we lead up to the NFL season.
Brady Mahomes is the answer.
Okay.
That's who was mean to him. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Big savings on better sleep are happening. It's Black Friday now at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 on select mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. See a Mattress Firm sleep expert today to find your perfect bed with a low price guarantee.
And traffic right now, crash cleanup continuing westbound on I-40 near Carlisle. And we are seeing a little bit more of a slowdown in that area. You're also going to run into the slowdowns in that same area that's pretty typical for this time of day. So pretty much from As you approach Carlisle all the way down to Coors, you're going to see traffic moving slow, so watch yourself there. I-25 northbound, Gibson to Lomas, got some congestion there. Still dealing with slowdowns southbound on I-25. Those are going to start around Osuna. They will last until Montgomery. And westbound on Paseo right now, Jefferson to Coors, traffic moving slow there as well.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Aaron Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Cardinals were sellers at the deadline, while the Twins try to hang on to the lead in a mediocre AL Central. Minnesota took game one last night, but the BetQL model sees value on St. Louis despite their deadline moves. BetQL has Cardinals plus 110 as a 4-star best bet. They think the Cardinals should be favored. I'm Aaron Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the Bet.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
TJ Trout here, and Albuquerque has been seeing record-breaking heat. So are you tired of sweating and being hot in your home? Do you still have a swamp cooler? Well, Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and AC has an immediate solution for you. Convert to AC now. In most cases, Daniels can have your project executed in a week from initial consultation to install. Their install crews are working hard to create comfort for thousands of families across New Mexico. Stop procrastinating and call Daniels today for a no-obligation refrigerated air estimate at 505-898-8860. It's a game changer.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is my jam.
I'm about to do a Van impersonation. This song sucks.
This one, go Oppo here. This one's my jam. This is the best one we have.
Coming off the stink of what can only be called a disappointing end to the Mike Zimmer regime, the influx of young blood in the organization is refreshing. New GM head coach pair Kawisi Adofo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell spent a capital on defense, adding Zadarius Smith, Harrison Phillips, and Jordan Hicks in free agency before spending 5 of their first 6 draft picks on defenders. AMarie, the 2023 outlook for your New Mexico, Minnesota Vikings.
My New Mexico, Minnesota Vikings.
Isn't that correct?
Well,
tell me more about their
know,
titillating 13-win season.
The 13-3. Well, as we all know, being last in anything,
I'm the last to figure out if they're a good team or not.
They are a good offense. They were a terrible defense, being ranked second to last in the NFL last year. So I think we were productive. We, as in the GM and new owner, to draft defensive players. But now the Lions are just taking over the division according to every other media outlet, so the Vikings have no chance.
Van, did you know the Vikings barely won any games last year?
It was within a score, man. I would pick the spread every time.
They won 11 games within 1 score.
Yeah, and in the fourth quarter.
Unprecedented.
Their jerk quarterback
this year,
Kirk Cousins,
going the other way.
His team hates him. They gave up like over 25 points every single game. They're terrible.
No, the
Kirk
defense.
Cousins?
Yeah.
You mean white bread Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
Yes.
White bread Dak Prescott with mayo on it.
Wonder bread?
Crustless white bread Dak Prescott. Because crust makes you
Please tell
tough.
me you like a good sourdough bread.
Like, in what?
Where'd
like
that come from?
In what
Where
sense?
did this come from?
On what? Like a Sammy, or am I just like picking at it?
In general.
So I'm a rye bread guy, number one. Give me rye bread, number one.
Sorry for listeners just tuning into the Sports Animal.
That's us.
That's us. I'm just concerned about your palate the last hour, Fred Slow.
Well, I had COVID.
I told you not to be concerned.
Okay, yes.
About Fred's
Sorry.
taste.
I will not bring this on air
in the
any longer.
culinary world. Oh no, it's good because it's low hanging fruit.
There's
totally.
0 fruit in Fred's diet.
For sure.
You need some fiber.
Low hanging or not.
All right, Sarah Lee, Wonder, Bunny.
These are all terrible for you, by the way.
You can't call those brands bread in Europe. You have to call them sliced cakes.
You're gonna always lose in this.
I'm not gonna
like Kirk Cousins in prime time.
Ooh, he's gonna lose so much this year.
Oh, especially because week 2 for the Minnesota Vikings are heading to Philly Thursday Night Football. Oof.
Bimbo, it would be on the list. I think that's a good one.
You just wanted to say that word. It's bimbo.
Even if the Minnesota Vikings won close games last year, I don't think they're the worst team. I just think they're a usual average good team.
The texter says the Sports Animal text line.
Yeah, the Sports Animal text line.
The Sports Animal
What
text
the Sports
line.
Animal text line say?
Dion's Ranch is the boat of condiments.
So I just want to let everyone know that Dion's Ranch is just Hidden Valley.
Now hold on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's
Sorry.
runnier and more flavorful.
Okay. I'm
And
not
by
hating
the
on
way-
Hidden Valley. I'm just letting you know it's Hidden Valley.
We're gonna get some strongly worded emails tomorrow if you keep running
'Cause
your mouth
you know
about
what?
Dion's AMarie.
Because we never run our mouth on the Sports Animal.
It goes like this. Great Valley from the Land Before Time, number 1.
We're doing valleys.
Hidden Valley,
Okay.
number 2. For you, Van, Happy Valley.
Ooh, gross. Very gross.
I think that's the list.
Okay.
Now, Valley, that high school that always played against Bayside, they're not making the list.
There's a Valley High School here in Albuquerque.
I'm a big Sonoma guy.
I don't believe that's known as a Valley.
The Sonoma Valley? How dare you?
Do you know what the former Minnesota Vikings offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski, who's the head coach for the Cleveland Browns now. You want to know his number one worry tomorrow with the Hall of Fame game?
Let me make sure I got this right. You're asking me if I know the number one worry of a guy I just learned existed? What is
His
it?
number one worry is
For the Hall of Fame game?
letting Deshaun Watson loose on that poor, unsuspecting populace. That's his number one worry.
How the kickoff rule will play out in Thursday's Hall of Fame game. There's a new kickoff rule.
The NFL's discussing going full-blown XFL.
Did you guys know there's a new kickoff rule?
AMarie, would you like to go in depth on this new kickoff rule?
Yeah, it's part of what I wanted to talk about today.
Okay, please go.
So the new rule was voted last month. They'll make it a touchback on the 25-yard line whenever a returner makes a fair catch on any kickoff inside the 25. The league predicts the rule will reduce the number of kickoff returns from 38 to 31% and reduce injuries by 15%.
Meh. You're playing football. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want anybody to get CTE or concussions or spinal injuries. But again, you're playing football. Kickoff is like, except for like touchdown as time expires, the kickoff is like the most exciting play in sports.
Ooh, I like that.
It's so much fun and it's so exciting. Anything can happen. Not anymore.
No.
So this is
lame.
What they're doing here with the new kickoff rule, and let me get a little sportsier than you may be accustomed to. People finally heeded my warning that I told them there's a cheat code years ago when they moved the kickoff up. All you do is put more arc under it, and then every kickoff can be an onside kick. You just run down and steal it from the opposition. And now people have the ability to call fair catches on kickoffs and get it wherever you want. It's a stupid rule.
That is pretty stupid.
Thank you.
You think it's the most exciting in sports?
In football, excuse me. I didn't mean sports.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Strike that, reverse it. In football, fourth quarter, 2-minute comeback, obviously number one. Super exciting. Can't beat it. Besides that, the kickoff return. It's so much fun.
It's been a long time since it's been so much fun.
Devin Hester did retire.
Devin Hester.
Yeah. And now that Cordarrelle, he can't do it all the time because they actually play him.
I don't know who that is.
He's the second best kick returner.
It's not impressive to me when no one's trying to be good at something to not be good at it. And there are no guys trying to be good as kick returns.
Not anymore.
Because the NFL took it away like cowards.
Yeah, it's very soft what they're doing.
But you get super hurt doing it.
Yeah, you're the fittest dudes on the planet, the biggest, strongest, fastest guys running full speed at each other, wearing armor, smashing into each other. Of course people are going to get injured. That's the game. And again, I'll preface this by saying,
Got Wayne on the phone to talk about kickoffs.
We'll bring Wayne in real quick, but I think you know what I'm going to talk about as soon as we wrap with him. Friend of the sports animal, Wayne, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, by the way, I do like the banter between you and AMarie trying to pitch sports to you, and you guys go off on a tangent. It's always fun.
Yeah,
fun to listen to.
She's brutal. She's like my mom.
But, speaking of tangents, I don't know, like, what happens if you wait for a kickoff return and it's kicked short? So say hypothetically you would have gotten it at the 40, but you did a wait for a fair catch. Do you get it at the 25 then, or do you get it at like the 40 or 30 where the ball would have been? Like, say you first caught it,
you get it
at
there.
the 30. Do you get it at the 25, or do you get it still at the 30?
You get it to 30.
Yeah, anywhere past the 25, that's exactly where you
That's
get
why
it.
you onside it. That's why you fair catch an onside kick every time. You wave your arm as soon as it's kicked or whatever.
So it's 25 plus, so whatever is better then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of sucks. I know Turpin said he would take it in no matter what, but we'll see how that really works. They're trying to be too safe, and it's kind of getting boring when it comes to kickoffs. And like Just get rid of kickoffs altogether and just give them the ball at the 25.
Well, see, I'm with you on that one. Just get rid of kickoffs altogether. You start at the 25 no matter what. And then it
Most
opens
time
up.
it is a touchback anyways.
It opens up a whole myriad of options because you don't have to have those 11 guys that are specially for special teams, and you could have more intricacy in your roster. It could change the game.
What is an onside kick anyways? You get only 10% people get onside kicks anyway. So what's the point of trying to do an onside kick anyways when they're going to get rid of pretty much kickoff returns altogether anyway? So
it's
I just had a question about that.
It's 5.3%, Wayne. That's how low onside kicks are.
Yeah, I knew it was low, but I didn't know it was that low. All right, man. You guys take care.
You're the best, brother.
Thanks, Wayne.
I really like him.
Same.
I like that he supports that we don't support you.
Same.
Aww.
Today's I-9 varsity when we get back is the I-9 varsity of bingo slots for. What are we going with? Are we going with the fairgrounds or are we going with the swap meet?
Our fairgrounds.
Our fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Gonna get spicy,
Mm-hmm.
like ranch dressing whenever we get back. Say yes.
No.
Say yes to what I just said, Van. Van, we won't go to commercial until you say yes, Fred. Like spicy ranch dressing.
You know what?
3
I'm actually in
words.
control of when we go to commercials, so just
Okay.
say the sports animal and get to it.
Get ready, AMarie. Stone ground mustard.
This report is sponsored by KFC. KFC's new Ultimate Barbecue Fried Chicken Sandwich is the chicken sandwich of summer. Extra crispy chicken, topped with delicious honey barbecue sauce, hickory smoked bacon, onions, and pickles. It's a barbecue in every bite. That's finger licking good.
Traffic right now, still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns, I-40 westbound as you approach the interchange, and those are going to last until Coors, so watch yourself going through there. Things still moving slow southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. Also northbound I-25 from Candelaria to about Montgomery. Traffic moving slow there. Also westbound on Paseo right now, Jefferson to Coors, dealing with congestion there.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Free checking, low rates, better banking. Sandia Area has been named the best credit union in New Mexico. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
It's been more than 2 months since the JETS landed Aaron Rodgers, but the vibes are somehow still as good as they were the day that trade became official. When was the last time you could say that about this team? Not since Broadway Joe was out there in his mink coat and white cleats. They finally have the pieces in place to actually contend. They are the most interesting team in the NFL right now.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is every day.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Bring your sports cards, Pokemon cards, movie cards, music cards, any trading cards you want to trade, sell, or get a valuation. The buyers from California and New Mexico will be there to buy cards. All in autographs, August 5th from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Meet with trading card buyers to buy, trade, or get valuation on your cards. All In Autographs, 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in Hoffmantown Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit allinautographs.com.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Freshness made easy with Febreze small spaces.
Want continuous freshness that fights odors with no batteries and no outlets? Try Febreze Small Spaces. Ah, but what's a small space? To answer that, we brought in our lawyer.
Small spaces include, but are not limited to, bathrooms, closets, laundry room, kid room, pet corners, man cave, she sheds, most nooks, and all crannies.
There you go. Febreze Small Spaces is the world's most convenient. Febreze Small Spaces is super convenient and never stops freshening for 45 days.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thursday on the opening drive, we dive into the red zone with NFL training camps. We meet the newest coach at the University of New Mexico. The OD with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m.
I make it hot to death, hot to death, hot to death. You can see me flex, for now I'm no stranger. I make it hot to death,
League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Reach out to i9 Sports. The kids are back in school. AMarie's nephew's in high school.
It's a big day.
It is a huge day.
Did he get a new fit?
Oh yeah, yes.
What's he wearing?
It was the song "Fresh to Death."
Is he closer dressed to me or Van?
Van.
That guy with style.
You have zero style.
Oh,
are you talking
Van
about
has style?
Fashion icon Van Nunley? Get out of here.
You look like in Dumb and Dumber after they got the money.
No, he doesn't.
That's the second best compliment I've ever heard.
Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of bingo slots of things you see at the fairgrounds. Van?
You want me to go first?
Because you spent the most time at the fairgrounds.
I've been a couple times, and I enjoy the ambiance.
Okay.
I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
But let me tell you, we have a very fun and unique one here. And when I say fun, I mean dangerous. So first on my I-9 Varsity of things you'll find at the swap meet at the fairgrounds, I'm going with neck tattoos. You're going to see a lot of neck tattoos.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
AMarie?
I'm going with Raiders jerseys.
Okay. Cross one off
but
my
not
list.
a relevant Raiders jersey.
Those Mexico.
I'm talking like, how far do I want to go back? Probably
Randy
90s.
Randy Moss.
Okay, I'll go Randy Moss.
There's Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. Oh, ooh.
Those Mexican cowboy boots with the toes that go up and into a circle.
Is that your first answer?
I don't think that's a thing. In a circle?
You know what I'm talking about, Van.
Of course I do.
What?
Usually made out of ostrich and snake skin.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Pointy Mexican boots.
Pointy Mexican boots.
Yes.
Are at
Okay.
the swap meet.
They're prominent, being sold and worn.
Put that on the list.
Okay. Next on my I-9 Varsity of things you'll find at the swap meet at the fairgrounds is die-cast stickers of Calvin and Hobbes's Calvin peeing on stuff.
Yes.
Anything you could think of, you can get a sticker of that kid peeing on it.
The DNC logo, the RNC logo,
anything.
The Hillary logo, the Trump logo, the Pence logo, the DeSantis logo.
Uh-huh. He will pee on anything.
It's a very good answer.
Thank
you. AMarie?
I was going to say Zia symbols.
Oh, in galore.
Oh, on everything.
With zero endorsement from the state of New Mexico or the Zia tribe.
Right.
I'm going to go with someone parked too close to my car. Put that on the list.
Okay.
There's room for 2 cars in 2 spots. Why are you on the yellow line? Scoot over. Put that on the list.
Next on my I-9 varsity things you'll find at the swap meet. And look, guys, unless they're a collector's item, unless they are in demand for whatever reason, you got to throw away your VHS tapes.
The Disney ones aside.
Yes.
The Disney vault, leave it open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disney's are worth money. And there are some rare movies, some rare collectibles that are worth some money. Google them.
How many Jerry Maguires do you need?
After all of that, yes. After all of those, that very, very short list, recycle your VHS.
Good one.
Get a new item.
Yeah. AMarie?
Jeans with rhinestones.
Oh, such a good answer.
Strong. Very strong.
We only do good answers here at The Sports Animal.
That's correct.
Some days it gets a little windy during the flea market. So 4 little Hitos holding down the legs to the pop-up tent.
Please don't ever say that again.
Helpers.
Did I say it wrong?
Just please don't.
What did I say?
Just don't say it.
And they're holding down the legs to the tent so they don't fly away because no one bothered to bring any sandbags.
I thought Hitos were the knockoff brand of cheddar corn chips.
Next answer, please.
Not so covert drug dealers.
Yeah, they're not covert.
Next on my I-9 varsity is a wildly open drug market at the swap meet. You just get drugs there.
AMarie, do you want really long cell phone cables or do you want me to take that one?
You can take that one.
Why are they so long? What in your life requires you to have a 20-foot long cell phone cable? Just get a pocket charger. You don't have to be within 20 foot of the wall. So stupid.
We advanced from phones on our walls with long cords to cell phones that we could carry in our pockets, and we're diverting right back to long ass cords. It makes no sense to me.
I'm gonna say any appetizer top with hot Cheetos, like something crusted with hot Cheetos, like anything
smashed up Takis on top.
There's like any appetizer you can think of that people can carry around. There's some form of hot Cheeto or Takis incorporated in that appetizer.
Oh, dude, the grilled elotes with the crushed up Takis on them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
One of a kind.
So good.
Handmade turquoise jewelry. That's at every single stand.
That ain't turquoise.
There's no way.
That ain't turquoise.
There's no way. Paper and lanterns. I could keep going.
Selena memorabilia.
Oh, that's really good.
A super good answer.
Did I say drugs?
I'm from here, by the way. Everyone listens to Sports Animal.
Change for a 5.
Ill-fitting sneakers.
Duke's gear.
Unlicensed Duke's gear.
They better not be. You only better get your Duke's gear from the Duke store in the Nob Hill Shopping Center.
Drug rug sale and drug rugs being worn.
Yeah.
So many.
A lot of drug rugs.
Guys without concealed carry license. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The traffic is getting better out there. Things still moving slow in a few spots, though. We'll start with I-40 westbound between the interchange and Course. Still seeing quite a bit of congestion there. Slowdowns continuing southbound I-25 as you approach Montgomery. And Paseo right now between Jefferson and Course headed west. Still seeing slowdowns in that area also. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Your next success begins with University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university for more than 75 years. UMGC has been giving working adults the affordable, online education you need to reach the future you want. Because the path to success is different for everyone, we offer more than 125 undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates, along with success coaches and lifetime career services. Our online and hybrid courses let you learn on your schedule. No-cost digital materials in place of most textbooks, affordable tuition, and financial resources make UMGC accessible. You know what it feels like to succeed. We'll help you succeed again. Too late isn't in your vocabulary. Reach your next goal at University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply now and save with no application fee. Undergraduate and most graduate courses start August 16th. Learn more at umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Walking through a junkyard. Each wrecked car tells a story. This one, very sad. She'd been drinking and driving. Oh, and this one, terrible. The driver was drunk and drove clear off the road. And this one was my family. The drunk driver hit us, and my wife and our daughter. They didn't make it.
Drinking and driving causes far too many tragic stories. It's time to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports at casinos, sports books, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course. Make a game plan for sports betting. Set a limit for how much you'll bet and stick to it. If your
They made this commercial for me.
family members gambling, reach out. The Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico funds confidential help for problem gambling. Call the helpline or visit rganm.org.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, AMarie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
2 Men On, the sports animal. Friend of the show, Josh Sean, joining us on the program. Josh, how are you, brother?
I'm outstanding. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We were talking off air. One of us believes that you do. One of us believes that you don't. Do you visit like fairs? Do you visit swap meets whenever you're going to other cities for baseball?
No.
Too busy working. I told you.
I don't visit swap meets or fairs.
Flea
in
markets?
Albuquerque.
What about flea markets?
No. I cannot recall the last time that I've ever been to one.
All right, Ben.
It has definitely been more than 10 years. It's probably the last time that my mom dragged me to one.
Now, you are from Oakland.
He did refuse to go thrifting with me one day. I invited us on a nice dude date day, and he said, no, thank you, Van.
And it wasn't like a no thank you. It was like a no expletive.
It was more like, I'm good.
Okay, that's actually accurate.
So you grew up in the heart of Oakland, Josh, the hardest part of the city.
No, incorrect.
And it was...
I took Bart into the worst part of Oakland to go watch my beloved Oakland sports teams.
The harder the city, the better the flea market. This is factual.
Oh. Okay, keep going.
You've been to the Oakland flea market.
Yes, I have.
I think it's surrounded by, Van. I'm not 100% sure. They don't have a fence. They have boxing ropes all the way around it. The whole thing is Thunderdome.
It is very possible that the last time I went to a fair, kind of not a fair, but thrifting, whatever we're calling this,
Oakland flea market.
Yeah, Oakland flea market was the Oakland flea market. That is entirely probably true. Probably.
You could go to the Oakland flea market, Van, and you'd be like, hey, can I buy a t-shirt? And they're like, yeah, $20. And we'll throw in this TV brand new in the box for $10 more. And you go, cool. I guess I'll just get a Too Short t-shirt and a new TV.
You know what's the quasi flea market in Oakland?
What's that?
The walk from the BART station to the Coliseum.
Yes.
You can get food. You can get beverages. You can get jewelry. You can get shirts. You can get a whole bunch of stuff in the less than a mile on the beloved BART bridge from BART to the Coliseum. There's a lot of illegal things that you can get on there too.
That last Super Bowl we went to, one of the producers of our broadcast, not someone you hear on air, we were so loose walking back from the game that they put their finger on a street vendor's hot dog thing, and I had to buy multiple hot dogs as he accused him of putting lots of fingers on lots of hot dogs.
Yeah, that's just not very nice.
That's a weird sitch.
All right, our Albuquerque Isotopes.
I like that. I like the way you did that.
Are tied for second, but really it means we're tied for first because the team in first has already been in first. So we're actually in first. Are we going to stay in first? What's the vibe with the boys?
Good question.
First of all, accurate assessment of the playoff scenario. I prefer to phrase it like Oklahoma City cannot play against itself in the postseason. So they need a different opponent.
One of us is talented, Joe.
Yes. Well done, Van.
Not
Once
me.
again, Team Van for the second straight day.
No, it's you. I'm referring to you.
Oh,
100%.
I got you.
Josh is the guy that doesn't thrift.
So here's the deal with I feel like the Topes are playing some good ball, right?
Sure.
11 losses compared to 17 wins. 17-11, right? The boys are playing well. It's this interesting stretch though where all of the big boppers in the big leagues, right? And now that Crone and Gritchick were traded, Montero's not coming back. Tolley is not coming back. We already knew that Brenton Doyle and Nolan Jones were not coming back. So, I mean, there's just not a lot of boppers in this lineup.
Right.
So you have this stretch where 2 nights ago, the boys scored 17 runs, including 6 in the bottom of the ninth inning to pull it out. Yet, in 10 of the last 17 games, they've scored 3 runs or less, including yesterday. Well, they scored 4 yesterday. So it's like it's a feast or famine kind of lineup, right? Where you kind of have to manufacture some more runs, which they've been doing, but they haven't been running as much. They've been running as successfully lately because you fall behind. It's hard to try and steal bases. So it's kind of like, okay, one day the offense looks great. The next day the pitching looks great, kind of back and forth. And they're stringing together wins by figuring out a way, based on, one day the offense saves the pitching, another day the pitching saves the offense. And so that's what they've kind of been doing. Obviously you want to get both of them clicking and for long stretches. I'm curious if there's any help that'll come for the offense, between now and the end of the season, whether that's from AA or free agent signings or things like that. It's just life in AAA. Things just change so incredibly quickly in AAA.
What's interesting too is what are we +1 day after the trade deadline, where we were looking at hey, the Dodgers moved these guys. We were kind of looking at how that might impact Oklahoma City. We were kind of looking at, obviously the Rockies made a bunch of moves. We were looking at how it impacts the Isotopes. Does it take a series? Does it take 2 series, Josh, before you can really put a measurement on what the shuffling of the trade deadline did at the AAA level?
I mean, in some ways, yes, but in other ways, by the time you get a sense of that 2 weeks, something else has happened.
Good point.
I'm looking at this Las Vegas lineup, and it's so completely different than when we played them in May. They had 4 guys. They're 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters who all were in AA a month ago. But by the way, all 4 of those guys are top 30 prospects in the A's organization. And they've all come up and they're playing really well. So you might have looked at Las Vegas might have said, man, we just got these 4 guys from AA. And I don't know if these youngsters can really take over like this team. And now here we are a month later and you're like, all these guys are hitting over 300. They're all they're doing well. So, when you're talking about prospects and you're also talking about older veteran guys who are trying to hang on and trying for one last shot, it really goes week to week in this league.
The pride of Birmingham, Alabama, number 0 on the Isotopes, friend of the show, Hunter Stovall. We need our Stowe bro update. How's our dude doing?
Well, he's getting a lot more playing time lately, so that's good. Yesterday he was on base 3 times, a couple of hits, had an RBI.
3 minutes still music.
Single that was 104.9 exit velocity.
Ooh.
Stovall was at third yesterday, made a couple of nice plays, back at his normal second base this evening. And, he's among the guys where, okay, he's not going to hit you 20 home runs, but he's a guy where, they need him. They need him to get hot, for this offense because we know what Stovall can do. He's hitting 7 tonight. And, he's the type of guy where it's you need a bunch of guys like that, who just get on base and do their thing.
Obviously, the Isotopes are not unfamiliar with chasing kind of big leagues, and they've been able to show comeback strength. How is that resonating with a guy like Josh Rogers on the mound, knowing that even if a hiccup does occur, the boys are going to be there with the bats?
Josh Rogers is one of these guys where when you just look at his ERA, 7.33, and you go, okay, he's not having a very good season. And statistically, from the ERA standpoint, that is definitely the case. Rogers is one of the leaders on this team. He's a guy who's just he's a chatty guy. He's a personable guy. Everybody likes him because he's been around for a long time. A lot of leadership with him. And I know that I always get excited when Rogers starts because, number one, I know that he's going to compete like heck. And he's going to give it everything that he's got. And if he gives up a bunch of hits or a home run, he's not going to make any excuses. He's like, give me the next baseball. Like, let's go. And he's just going to give you everything he's got for as long as he's got. And he's going to work really fast, and he's going to throw a whole bunch of strikes. Now, because he's a lefty who doesn't throw 97, that's a tough recipe in the Pacific Coast League, right? Like, that's a tough recipe in Albuquerque. But he's also had some outings where he has just carved up the other team, where you blink an eye and you're like, okay, he just retired 9 of the last 10 batters on, like, 33 pitches or something like that, right? Like, he gets into one of these grooves, and you're like, he's got the chance to win the game for us tonight when he's on. He's also had some bad outings too, let's be honest. But again, like his just leadership, he's one of the few guys who's been with the team from day one. No trips to the injured list, no trips to the development list, none of the major leagues. Like he's just been with us the whole way. And as I see him warming up right now, like I just know that when he's on the mound, you just feel good about like, okay, I like the tone that he's going to set out there.
You said leadership, and that leads me to my next question. In the locker room this second half, when the Isotopes are in first place, but they're in second place, but they're really in first place, but they're in second place, is it Wynton Bernard, or is the leadership coming from a lot of places?
Comes from a lot of places for sure. Wynton's one of them for sure. Even though he's only played 24 games, everybody knows him. Most of the guys know him from previous years. I think that Cole Tucker has been one of those guys, because Tucker's been around and he just has such a dynamic personality. He's just always in a good mood. He's always smiling, always saying hello to everyone, players, coaches, media, everyone. I think that he's one. I think that Brian Servin was one, and I think we missed that because he just went on the injured list. There's a collision at home plate, and hopefully he's going to be all right. Servin's definitely one of those guys who's a leader. I think that Fernando Abad is another guy who's a leader, relief pitcher. Josh Rogers, another one. It definitely flows throughout the course of the season.
Who's on the pregame, Big Dog?
Did you guys talk to Zach Neal at any point last year?
Yes.
Yeah. He's on the pregame. He's back in town. He's with Las Vegas. He's pitching Friday for the Aviators. So we chatted up. He was nearly retired. He was less than a month away from being retired, and then he was in the big leagues like 6 weeks later.
It's a good dude. It's a shame he's going to get lit up.
Great dude.
I like that analysis a lot. Josh Sushan, have a really good broadcast tonight.
That is the goal. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Sush.
Isotopes Baseball's on the Sports Animal. AMarie.
20.
Good luck tomorrow as I will not see you.
Thank you.
Van.
Safe travels.
I'll see you guys up at the lab tonight. And then
10.
I'll be listening to Opening Drive tomorrow morning with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow at Red Door, Budokan.
On the Sports Animal.